Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to talk about this story that's going viral right now on Facebook. One of my subscribers, Andrea, I'm not going to say her last name, but she sent me this story because I think she kind of knows these people that posted this on Facebook. So the video that's going viral is called You Little Nasty. And what Andrea told me, she sent me an email, and basically she said that the husband in this video basically went to his baby's mother's house and recorded all this footage, and then his spiteful wife posted this on Facebook for the world to see. So at first I didn't understand what was going on, and then I pulled up the video and I watched it, and when I tell y'all, this is one of the most disgusting videos I've ever seen. How anybody can live like this, to me, is just damn ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember when I went on that big fat bitch who lost all her kids because her house was just so disgusting? She's talking about she was too fat to clean, but her big ass wasn't too fat to fuck. You know, that's the shit that I don't understand about women like this. How do you let your house get that nasty? How do you have roaches everywhere, dishes everywhere, trash everywhere? I was disgusted by that video. I literally had to stop myself from almost throwing up watching the whole 8 minutes. But the thing that bothers me the most with that video is the fact that everybody wants to go in on this baby's mother and talk about how nasty and ratchet and trifling she is, and that she is. I don't deny that. At the end of the day, this whole situation is not about the children. All I see is a bunch of adults being attention whores. This woman's house did not get nasty like this overnight. During that video, you can clearly hear him addressing not one, but 2 children. I find it funny this same man had no problem sleeping with this nasty ass woman and making not 1, but 2 babies with her, but now that y'all's not together, it's an issue. This woman didn't just become like this overnight. Usually when people have dirty ass households, they were raised in dirty ass households and they continue the trend. I know a lot of chicks in the hood whose houses look disgusting and nasty, but guess what? There's all some ratchet ass dude laid up over there. So a lot of these dudes are just as trifling. They have no problem sitting around with the female with a nasty house, a bunch of dishes in the sink, clothes everywhere and everything else. So to me, he's not a good father. A good father would have never let it get to this point. He's seen that her house was getting worse and worse. He should have been took the video footage, took that down to CPS. This is not Facebook's business. This is something that needs to be handled in the courts. And my thing is, all he's doing is making himself look worse for CPS, because when you go on his wife's Facebook page, this is the bullshit that she's posting. So you mean to tell me his kids are better off in his care when this is his wife and this is how she's carrying herself? She works at beating bitches up. All she's doing is cursing on Facebook, carrying on, putting the girl on blast, sending her threats. So to me, I don't feel like these kids are safe in either environment. They got a trifling ass mom who don't want to clean, who don't want to do shit but go clubbing, and unfortunately for them, they have an attention whoring dad who's recording all this footage and allowing his wife to show it on Facebook and posting this for the world to see. I mean, this is disgusting. I feel bad that these kids have to live in this filth, but like I said, if this was really about the children, he would have been when he got his kids. It would not have gotten to this point, because ain't no way in hell, if you're a good father, you allow your children to stay in that position. As soon as he got his kids, he could have called the police and filed for full custody and said, I'm not allowing my kids to go back there because look at the filth that they're living in. There's no way DSS or the police would have allowed those kids to go back to that household had they known. They would have seen at that point in time that the father was a better fit. But the way that he went about recording this and post this on the internet, and the way his wife is carrying on, all they're doing is making themselves look bad just as well. And they might mess around and get their kids put in foster care as opposed to getting those kids put in their own care. This is what happens when folks don't have any emotional self-control. Like I said, instead of him being professional, recording this information and taking it straight to the police, CPS, he decides that he needs attention on Facebook. He needs some type of pat on the back, some type of validation. I mean, this whole situation is sad, and I'm so tired of kids being played like pawns for the parents. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of these parents really care about these kids. It's about getting each other back and putting each other on blast. You're so worried about your children, but yet and still, this woman is still the mother of your children. You're calling her all types of hood rats and hoes and saying that she's fat. She wasn't a hood rat, and she wasn't fat when you laid up and had 2 kids with her. You know, so to me, this whole situation is trifling. I don't see no heroes in this. Y'all can sit here and give him and his wife's props all you want to. I refuse to. I look at stuff through common sense, and I look at stuff deeper. To me, this screams being an attention whore, and it's not about these kids, and I'm disgusted by this entire video. I'm disgusted they put this up, and whoever this mother is, she needs to get her shit together, because this is disgusting that any woman would have her house looking like this. And like I said, the sad part is you can always find a woman in the hood whose house looks just like this, and she got a man over there. Just like that lady in Florida that I talked about earlier in the video. She was steadily having babies, and her house was just disgusting as hell. I've never seen nothing filthier than that house in Florida, but I think this house down in Alabama definitely takes a cake as well. Anyways, I'm done with my damn rant. Let me know your thoughts on this entire attention whoring story coming from Alabama. How do you feel about what the father did? How do you feel about the stepmom's Facebook page and all the bullshit that she's posting? Do you feel like the state is going to end up giving them the kids? Or do you think they messed up by posting this on the internet, that these kids might end up in foster care behind their foolishness and their attention whoring? Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Lovely T, and you can show me some love by hitting that subscribe button, watching my previous videos, and following me on social media.